dastardly mute button gets me every time. Good evening. Unlike usual, it is not Sunday night. It's actually Monday night for a long weekend. So happy Easter to everybody who does celebrate. I thought big family weekend. I'd give next to Sunday a miss. I don't have work tomorrow, so we'll see how long we can go tomorrow. How tiring. Last time we were riding. We were on the big show. We were defusing bombs placed by Batman. Don't have an M9 yet. Spoiler alert, we will get. We will get. Oh, I actually want to show you something just to start off. Snake would always fall down the stairs. Look at that. Look at that height. Right. Oh. If you get it in the right spot. Oof, look at that. This guy's hiding some claymores. Can you actually go back to sleep? Yes, we're part way through our bomb disposal mission. And I thought I'd done the bomb on top of the heliport, but obviously I haven't. So we better get up there. Find myself the right way to go. Let's go. I always need to remind myself of where the M9 is. It's actually a bit of a struggle. Last time we were struggling a bit with RAM after a couple of hours.
Raiden here. The C4 reported on the roof of Strut E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs that have been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations. And the quantity of explosives isn't sufficient either.
Even Fat Man can make mistakes, right?
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal, Raiden. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's a trap?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell Pliskin to watch his back too. Just hurry.
Plot-wise, even though Fat Man has been trained by Stillman himself in the art of bomb disposal, which has made him an expert at bomb placement, all the bombs that have been placed so far are in really useless spots. Stillman's not sure what's the story.
Oh, what's that?
Just a box, my friend. Just a box. So we've got a couple more rooms to go. Four first. Assault rifle.
Nothing here.
Yeah, last time started having a bit of
Be careful. There are claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr. X, then.
Mr. X now, is it? Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of your fans.
Colonel, someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No, and whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too, but the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be. Exercise extreme caution.
So we don't have a mine detector yet. When it comes to Claymore mines, there is a tried and true. Oh god, yes, that guy's got knocked. Oh, it's my usual.
Are you all right? Answer me. Raiden!
When I was initially setting up my overlays for this, I thought actually about using this as the kind of overlay for my Metal Gear Solid 2 streams, or Metal Gear in general streams. So let's not have that failure on our record. Yeah, as I was trying to say, skip that cutscene, that codec did obviously. We were having a few performance issues near the end of the stream last time, about 2 hours. So I may build in a little stretch, a little wellness break. Since I'm not working tomorrow, I should be able to get another. Yeah, I might have a little intermission after about 2 hours. Everything's running hunky dory. I've also closed everything possible. It's absolutely freeing up all of them. Don't have Chrome open. Relying on OBS to do the screen. No Firefox, no Windows, no Dropbox. Don't send me a virus right now, please. We've got box 3, so there's multiple boxes. You can notice. So we've got box 3, daily supplies, equipped to wear. You can see the picture of it. We've got box 5, cardboard box to transport game software. The eye design is eye-catching. So, box. So what you want to do, you might have noticed downstairs the conveyor belts with boxes on them. That's actually a quick travel system. You can actually quick travel around the big shell as long as you have the right boxes. You wear the box for the area you want to go, and there we go.
Raiden.
It does say all cutscenes and codecs at the bottom of the screen there. Only once. You don't need to watch them every single time. I'm not too fussed about ratings. I'll never get a big box. Too much box talk. I'll never get a big boss ranking. It's, you know, when it's not that long since we just started the stream.
Nothing here.
Solid. With solid gold. Yeah, so what you might see on the radar, on the top right there, you can see a guard going upstairs, and then his vision cone suddenly gets a lot longer. He's using binoculars. It's a lot easier to see from the other side of this bridge, but that means he's looking across the whole bridge. See a whole lot of what's going on. So, wait for him to put his binoculars away before we go any further. Because we're out in the open, he can see us. Unless we press up against some of those bits of furniture in the middle of the bridge there. Skip past
Colonel.
Alfred. Mr. X. Because we're pressed up against the wall, he can't see us here. Ooh, hopefully he doesn't do that now. You might have also noticed us falling to our deaths from this bridge. I don't mind it. Oh, jeez. There's no bombs out here. There are traps. I don't think we can access this area. What do you think about it, Colonel?
Raiden, Stillman is a top-notch explosives technician. Follow his orders and disarm the explosives.
Okay, but exactly who is Peter Stillman?
Gotcha. I'll look him up. Hold on a moment.
I see a lot of birds over there. The tanker accident 2 years ago released crude oil containing massive quantities of endocrine disruptors. The fish that absorbed them were then eaten by seagulls, which further concentrated the endocrine disruptors in their bodies. What sort of outcome this will lead to is still currently under review and is yet unclear. It just goes to show that finishing the cleanup of ocean oil spills does not mean that environmental restoration efforts end there as well.
Well, there you go. There's a bit of an environmental message. So with the panels going, we can shimmy, which is quite stressful. We can do our hanging, which is also quite stressful. Raiden's got some upper body strength. He's alright. I do prefer that little bit to being pressed against the wall, simply because you don't have to do that kind of diagonal movement. Bloody guards back.
It's the enemy. I need help.
Ah, you can't jump over the mine. Oh, that worked. UAVs suck. Of course, if you take them out, I do prefer to do a bit of a no kill. It's not really much to it. Oh, we have to be in one.
Return to your positions. Increase security.
I certainly don't have a guide. So when I say all cutscenes codex, I simply mean
Understood.
not skipping.
Reinforcements are on the way to Strut F. Intensify the level of security.
Oh, they're upstairs. Got to remember when they're upstairs. Basically. They are a little bit paler. I don't think anybody's actively looking for this. Say, as the guards come in. Yeah, if you think about the Strut F warehouse, if you think about it like the basement, building one, coming back here with various keys later. Aside from the bomb, of course. No idea. I can't remember. We can get some lovely gear. Ah, the suppressor for our SOCOM. So what you do, SOCOM suppressor, firing noise is reduced when attacked. Equipped together with SOCOM attack. Unremovable once attacked. So we've got our stub nose SOCOM here. I still think that's really cool. 45 handgun. Press X button to aim. Now, we've got A. Silence SOCOM. Now, we won't be shooting too many dudes, but hey, nice to have. And I managed to remember the claw method required to put down the gun without shooting. When we get the M9, we will be doing reporting in guards, which I love. I love that. Like you could, without guards that report in, you could knock out everyone in the building, have the run of the place. If you knock out, kill, a reporting in guard, the guard is expected to report on a regular basis. This is essential. Ready to pick up on this side? No. Jeez.
What's that?
So you can just see it on the wall there. We need, I can't get to it from here. We need to be upstairs. Guys down here are very sharp eyes.
Nothing here.
Could hold them up, but let's avoid them for now. We got a specific pair there. These boxes to open. He's our friend.
Oh. What's that?
There we go. We've actually got guards who change floors, just to add a bit of complexity for you. Level 3 is no good to us. 2. It's coming. Suspiciously. Okay. No lasers in here. Honestly. Let's see if we're gonna...
Make doubly sure you stay out of the enemy sight. If the radar goes offline, the sensor is useless. The C4s will become invisible to you again.
No comment on this. Oh. Now we're cooking with gas. We've got the tranquilizer gun. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hold up so many dudes. And we've got another vent here. Let's explore it. So this tiny little bit here is a little bit tricky. Solely because sometimes you can come out of there and the guard's looking this way. Got no radar, so which one? The guy in the middle there is
Nothing here.
so many animations. This game looks so good. See, there's some items on top of the boxes there. Some of them we can simply. That's not a terrible spot to be. Some of them we can simply climb on top of. Others need to drop down. So explore every foot. Yes. About the end of that.
Who's there?
Oh no, they can see us too. Okay. Get out of here.
The enemy. I need help.
Understood. All additional units sent to Strut F. Don't allow the enemy to escape. Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Reinforcements are on the way to Strut F. Intensify the level of security.
This is Raiden. I just finished disposing of the C4 in Strut F. Found explosives on B1.
You're taking too much time. You should work a little faster.
There's no time, Raiden. I've got my hands full here, so it doesn't look like I can help you. It's in your hands.
Well done. It looks like there are no more bombs in that strut. Now, head for the other struts.
Stillman, tell me something about Fat Man.
Well, to start, he was born the son of a clockmaker, neglected by his parents and without friends. It seems that he spent a lot of time by himself in his father's workshop. Maybe that was the reason, I'm not sure, but apparently he has had a tremendous fascination with clock mechanics since he was a child. It was at the age of 10 that a guidebook that he found on the internet changed his life forever. That guidebook served as a basis of his eventually piecing together an atomic bomb. It was from there that he came to be known as Fat Man. And soon enough, there was no one associated with bombs that didn't know his name. In a sense, Fat Man was a hero. Although what he did was recognized only by those in the trade, I'm sure that it served to greatly stir the ego of the teenage boy at the center of it all. But he leaves his mark nowhere else. Apparently, he was hated and shunned by everyone in school. So he went on to focus all his energy on explosives. He scorned the reality that surrounded him and instead chose to embrace a world that would easily grant him recognition. Well, to be sure, it never amounted to anything more than, say, occasionally bringing a gun into school. Eventually, Fat Man came to Indian Head, the exercise training facilities of the Naval School Explosive Ordnance Disposal at which I was a lecturer. He absorbed all kinds of knowledge, as if he hungered for bombs. Close to 20% of the students at Indian Head flunked out of what is truly a hellish curriculum. Despite this environment, he achieved extraordinarily high marks that were without precedent. After leaving Indian Head, he joined up with Nest, said to be the most accomplished bomb disposal unit. It was there that he apparently got into some trouble.
What exactly?
You got me, but Fat Man was definitely not cut out for group operations from the very start. Having been ousted from Nest, he was picked up by Dead Cell, which was already becoming notorious for being a motley crew of sorts. It seems that it was through surprise attack maneuvers later conducted by Dead Cell that Fat Man completely subdued his former companions from Nest. While being the most peculiar individual among my students, he was also the most talented. Be sure not to underestimate him. Are we clear?
He did just say that he built an atomic bomb.
Everything's going smoothly over here. I just finished defusing another C4. For some reason, there was one planted on an enemy soldier's back.
Little Metal Gear Solid. Very cautious, ladies and gentlemen. Right at us.
Nothing here. Is there somebody there?
Oh my god.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Who is that?
Oh, who's that guy?
Enemy. I need help.
Oh my god. Real good. Oh, expert game attack. Showed you my skills. Oh my god! Let's go, shot. Oh.
Over there.
Strat A is actually very good. Very well hide. Some music. Rocking this gap.
Enemy.
Fuck's sake. Off the game. I really should like practice for half an hour before I stream. Who's got that sort of time? Shit.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Sending reinforcements to the first floor, strut A. Boost up security.
So with the dog tags, you do. I think you do know. Maybe I'm wrong. And they boost up security. Maybe. You can get more dog tags. Let's try and hold this guy.
Freeze. Freeze.
Don't put those arms down. We've held someone up. Good work, team. Now, items.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team,
Shit.
stay alert.
They're going to come back this way. They're coming back by this room. I hope not. I'm not sure if I'm on board with the V's fixing the vibration. Is that just dragging the cards makes the vibrate function go bananas? Now, let's get on to that bomb. Hello. Oh, we're going to pick up this guy. He's got nothing. Remember how to get to that box. So what we've got here is fairly particular. We've got pipes. And you can crawl under some using these green pipes. Others you can't. So here, yeah, we're running up against the wall. Can't crawl under those. So it's just a mini little maze. It's not a huge one. Can't go there. That'd be too easy. Figure out the way to get to. Let's get this guy. When you're going for dog tags, you might think you might shoot a guard by accident, you might knock him out, and this is where doing this ultimate. You can break them up by if you pick them up, like if you press square to pick them up and drag them, you can pick them up and drag them, pick them up and drop them. You let go of square, you drop them straight. Do that enough times, and they wake up. As you might imagine would happen if somebody's physically picking you up and shaking you. You can also crouch down with the tool, spray them in the face, and that wakes them up. Ah, see, this I remember. Bandages? Always have. I was trying to say bandages always handy. Tissues.
This is Raiden. The C4 found in Strut A has been frozen and disposed of. Explosives were planted in the pump room on the first floor.
Good work. Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here. What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too.
I'm listening.
I checked out the bottom of Strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
I asked Pliskin to look around. Knowing Fat Man, I can't shake the feeling that all the bombs so far were just wrong.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut. Pete called it right.
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s Pliskin found would inflict serious structural damage.
That's not the bad news either. These are sensor-proof.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne signature. Pete, looks like he fooled you.
Yes.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I'll go see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right. I can try the spray from a distance.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
I have 2 left, not counting this one.
Okay. It'll have to be me. I have the level 4 card that'll get me into Shell 2 in any case.
You'll never make it. With that bad leg of yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen. I can walk just fine. I can even run.
What do you mean?
That bomb 5 years ago, I messed up. Even with all my experience, I lost it. And the church was lost in the explosion. All those kids playing nearby, too. These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion. So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry. I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts. I lived my lie so well I haven't even answered to myself for my sins. It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made my life even more hellish.
What good can that do the victims?
I know. I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive me. I can walk with my own 2 feet, and I need them to stop Fat Man. His crimes are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
I get you, Pete. That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards in struts G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of the other struts.
I owe you one.
I'll get back to freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch. Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
I don't remember ever asking for Peg Leg Peter. I do love the stance. I do love the stance. That's or Steak or Raiden or anybody. They're having their phone conversations and they're laying on their hands. I'd love to have a phone conversation just laying on my bed. Sounds comfy. Just picture Raiden kicking his legs in the air. Teenage girl on the phone. where? Some camera feeds from around the picture. Not in real time, they're just pictures.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
You're right, sorry.
I do remember. It was right after I transferred to New York. There were all these tourists around you in front of the Federal Hall.
A group of middle-aged Japanese ladies came up and asked me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler Building, and then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler Building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists. I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same. The next thing we knew, the Japanese women had gone away, and we ended up going to the Skyscraper Museum to see who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park.
And for nothing.
Since the museum was closed, we went our separate ways from the museum. And then I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence that we were actually working at the same place.
That night we went up to the top of the Empire State.
It was so beautiful. I could look down on the Chrysler Building from 120 stories above ground.
I felt overwhelmed. I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning. If it weren't for that coincidence, we wouldn't be together.
I know. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm taking up your time again.
What?
Take care.
It was a weirdly abrupt way to end the conversation about how you first met. Of course, Kojima would write two people with shared love of the film.
Freeze! Huh? What are you?
This is where we go. This is where we go. So cool. Doesn't mean you have to change.
Freeze!
First person.
Don't kill me.
Change weapons. Yes, so you shoot them. Stop them being such tough guys.
Freeze!
There we go.
Are you going to shoot me?
Two tough guys. Well, okay. Two tough guys.
Freeze!
Tough guys. It's not as impactful with the
Freeze!
suppressor. Checking down for some items. Sounds a lot better when you shoot him with the soap, like without the suppressor. Okay.
Freeze!
Oh, good. Good to have someone who cooperates. You can hold them up longer to shake them down. And if you just pick them up, you don't get the same thing. Oh, that's dead. Let's unavailable. There's that bomb we found earlier. Take care of that in a minute. Like I said, multiple ways to wake him up. Z's above their heads, Zs, will go down from 3 to 2 to 1. As soon as they get back on their feet, you hold them up again.
Freeze!
You can even see the dart. Oh, I was about to say, you can see the dart still in his neck, but it just dropped out.
Don't kill me.
Like I said, not going to get them all, but hey, it's a good feature shot. What we're going to do, we're going to save. Instead of
Jack,
saving-
is that you?
Saving too much does affect your ranking. Like, the higher rankings are no spotted, no time.
I can't believe it. Stillman's prosthetic leg was all a big lie.
Don't be too hard on him, Rose.
But he's got no right to go around pretending he's got a prosthetic leg. That's an insult to people who really can't walk.
Everyone's got their own reasons. Sometimes you've got no choice but to lie.
You're right. I guess it is necessary sometimes.
Rose?
It's nothing. Well, see ya.
Have a weird relationship. Your ranking is based on total time, spotted, kills, and saves.
I have the last C4 frozen. There's nothing showing up on the sensor now.
Good work, Raiden.
You're way ahead of me, kid. I still have one to go.
How's your bomb, Peter?
It's a bomb, all right. Sealed C4, and in huge quantities.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure.
Definitely
Somewhere at
not.
the bottom of Strut A.
Why are you so certain?
If this bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be well on its way to destruction.
You mean that Shell 2 will actually sink?
Not immediately. There'll still be 5 struts left. But if Shell 1 loses a strut at the same time, it'll be a very different story. The big shell's structural integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I have a sensor that can locate even those scentless C4s. It makes combined use of a neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector.
You brought that stuff with you?
Of course. I made the calibrations while I was in the pantry.
Does it work?
I just tested it, and it definitely responds. But the best I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons, the closer the target.
I get you.
There's another one in that pantry I was in. You can go back and get it.
It's all yours, Raiden.
I'm going to study it some more and see if the freezing process will work.
Get
Don't
real.
touch the other one until I say so.
Okay. I'll stand by until you radio in.
Okay, UAV's out here. Oh. Arguing to deploy UAV. I do believe we have guards here. Maybe we have guards in here. Operation Raiders.
Peter, I have sensor B.
Good. Head to the bottom of Strut A.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have to take care of.
Does it look bad, Peter?
Maybe. It's an odd one. The detonator hasn't been activated,
What?
but the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then,
Wait! Pliskin! Damn! That That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Raiden, the one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
400 seconds?
Raiden, move! Get to the bottom of strut A now!
Stress. Why we saved. Although I did forget about Sensor B. Deal with that. Maybe by shooting it. Oh, he's getting. Shooting down UAVs doesn't. Walls in the way. Coming this way, it's very handy. So you can back out the guards. Other reason why I took out those other guards. Oh, they're back. What? They got their stuff now. So it's okay. That is where the train cut makes things a bit tight. Also, coming this way means we don't have to put a guard up here. What do? Worry about him later. Elevator action.
Raiden, Pliskin, listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
Fat man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there.
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from Strut H as fast as you can.
Pete!
Raiden, keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
He has no reason to. Got the sensor equipped. We're within 7 feet. Actually, really close. There we go. Plenty of time.
Colonel, I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss for everyone.
Yes, it was.
Colonel, any damage report on the explosion?
Seems that the duct for diverting the contaminated seawater was destroyed, and the central section of Shell 2 is flooding. The explosions ignited the oil slick on the surface.
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stayed in containment. There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the president. Get back to the upper level.
Roger that.
Oh yeah, the whole president thing. Bombs and everything. I do like how they call them baby bombs. That's kind of ease essentially. Using baby bombs. Big bombs. There's no reason to go that way. Oh, that's right.
Raiden, the terrorists have retaliated for our bomb neutralization.
What?
A hostage has been killed, shot in the head. They shot one of them on the roof, just to make sure we caught it. One of our satellites caught it clear as day.
Damn.
They announced they would kill one every hour from now on.
What are my orders? What should I do?
Stay with your mission objective. Rescue the president.
What about the other hostages?
President Johnson is your first priority.
Priority my butt. They're all in danger.
Jack, be reasonable. I know what you're feeling, but you can't save them all.
No, not by myself.
Are you expecting that Pliskin to come through?
Well,
Looks like he's turned his radio off too.
I can't complete this mission by myself.
That man was not included in the simulation. He is not a factor in this mission.
What do you mean by that, Colonel?
Your mission must remain a solo effort.
What about the SEALs? No second attempt?
They haven't even gotten to planning that. All we can do is wait. In the meantime, you're our only hope.
I understand.
Raiden, go and rescue the president. You can start off by getting to the upper level of Strut A.
Forget this was a solo mission.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were alive after all. I knew this moment would come. Show yourself and finish me. Like you finished off my father. Otherwise, you'll be the one to die.
Oh, crap.
That's not him. This could be interesting. You've seen the fires of hell, haven't you? Maybe you can give me death. My name is Fortune, lucky in war and nothing else. And without a death to call my own. Hurry, kill me, please.
That gun is humongous.
Kill me now. What good are you?
Hey, we can't shoot.
What are you doing? Kill me.
See her health.
Get me out of my misery.
Really only have so.
What good are you?
She's got a giant railgun. Sure. If you hadn't guessed, the plan here. Oh, that Fine.
What is she, a witch? For some reason, I can't hit her.
I don't understand. She's obviously impervious to attack.
What are my options?
Disengage her and get out.
The elevator is still upstairs. My retreat's been cut off.
Hang on until the elevator comes down again. Your weapons can't hurt her, and you need to stay alive. Use whatever cover you can find and invade her.
I didn't say even. I think the actor said invade. Similar to the Vulcan Raven destroyed. That ship is safe. Try doing it. This guy has it. No response.
Raiden, Fat Man just contacted us directly.
Fat Man called us?
Yes. Looks like he placed a bomb on the heliport. He specifically asked for you, Raiden.
What?
He's killed off Peter. Now he's after you.
Why me?
How should I know?
Look, this is really not a good time for this.
The countdown's already begun, Raiden.
Great. How much time do I have left?
I'll show you the count. 400 seconds remaining.
So he's planning on taking this place out.
It looks like he has a different agenda from that of Dead Cell.
What about backup?
None. There's no time.
Which type of explosives is it?
He didn't say.
I'll take over, Queen.
What is it?
It seems our friend Fat Man is out of control.
He'll actually try to destroy this place?
Yes, this could unravel everything we've planned.
But why would he do such a thing?
Who knows? But he's nothing more than a stereotypical mad bomber now. He's completely lost sight of our ideals. And with it, his loyalty to Commander Jackson.
All right. I'll take care of the wayward soul. It wasn't him.
Unfortunate.
I expected more of this one, really.
But he couldn't kill you, I see.
Completely useless.
Then he's all mine.
Later, then.
Now! Damn.
Vamp. Are you gone? No. No, that death was meant for me. Why am I the only one that can't die? Alone again? Cheated out of death again? How long will you force me to live? How much longer, Dad? You've punished me enough. thought you could give me peace. But you couldn't kill me either.
There's no need.
We just had the game crash on us. Lovely. Okay. What you missed there was simply Vamp wakes up. Because Vamp's still alive? Of course he is. Why wouldn't he still be alive? Oh. Thought I'd see the tech issues coming sooner. That's okay. I was planning to restart the game at certain points anyway. That's all right. That's what the skip cutscene button's for. Oh, no. Back to windowed, thank you. I like controls. Just goes to show me we should save before lengthy cut. That's nice. This is fast. Speed running now. Easy, quick way to go. Yeah, the even with the V's fix and everything else, it's stable. Yeah, the fortune fight. So simply have to avoid it, and then Raiden racks up his first kill. Turns out Vamp is a lot hardier than anyway, we know where the problem is. The bottom of Australia. So you don't even need the sensor. Just go straight on down. I don't think you can cartwheel over the railings. It would be hilarious. Plenty of time. You'll see how short this is. Ain't skipping that. still vibrating. Geometry's done more, the furniture instead of getting guards. I do like how, the whole point of Run, the whole point of this is and he's already going, I can't do it on my own. I can't. Colonel's being strangely, well, not strangely.
Right.
Tell him to put his head in. It's the solo mission, dude. Still safe to say.
Jack, is that you?
Yes, we were just talking.
Jack, when you get home, let's have a homecoming party. Just the two of us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll make dinner. Oh, what's wrong?
Well, that sounds good, but how about we eat out at that one restaurant instead? You know, the place that we went to recently with the amazing lobster? I really like that place.
Well, yeah, I guess that's okay too.
Whew.
Huh?
Nothing. I just love lobster. Yeah, can't wait. Woohoo!
Well, then I'll make a reservation. Promise me you'll come back safely.
Don't worry.
Real chemistry next time. Real. Yeah, just away from the fire.
Kill me now.
Ah, there you go. Just
What are you doing? Kill me.
we shouldn't mess around too much with all these barrels are all... The ice is full. There seems to be no hiding. It's a very small hang on as much boxes back there. My right. Explode. Everybody in Metal Gear Solid. Hulk and Raiden. I really wanted to.
Raiden.
Oh no. Oh my god. It just can't go with that cutscene. The cutscene just makes my scene. Oh, now there's mines. Of course. The chaff grenades for sure. Yeah. There's nothing to do with that cutscene whatsoever. I need to get to the helipad. So I'm not sure.
Freeze. Huh?
Don't kill me.
Give me what I want. It's not the time to muck about getting dog tags. But now that we've got past that rather poor performance part, let's say.
Jack, you okay? Hang in there.
Even Rose knows. It's time to move. It's gonna cause problems for you in a few moments, but not quite long enough for it to be a big issue. Yeah. But the mines are still there. Yep. There's our friend going up there to scan. Because we took out the mines earlier. Hustle across for all the. We need to be up on top of the helipad. That's where Fat Man's waiting for.
Who's there? See how the game copes for the next cutscene. Wish me luck.
Jack? Be careful, Jack.
So you're the one. You're right on time, I see. I like a punctual man.
Is he Dead Cell?
I am Fat Man. I am the greatest that humanity has to offer, and the most. Can you hear it? Hear this rhythm? It's the rhythm of time. And life. Don't you love this sound? I used to hang around department store clock counters. Life is short. Bombs tell the time with every moment of their existence, and nothing else announces its own end with such a fanfare. Glad you could make it. The party's about to start. Yum. Good year. Let's drink to Stillman, shall we?
If you destroy the big shell, you'll never collect your ransom.
Ransom? What are you talking about?
$30 billion in cash.
So that's what's going on, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you'll know soon enough. And I could care less what they plan to do. My ambitions are much more simple. To be the most famous bomber of them all.
You're nuts! No one's gonna give a damn about you.
Oh, yes, they will. I'll go down in history as the man who beat Peter Stillman. That's the only reason I assisted them.
Like hell you beat Stillman. He had your number.
What did you say?
You have nothing of his courage. Or... What are you laughing at?
That croc died a dishonorable death 6 months ago.
6 months ago. The liquidation of Dead Cell.
Call it what you want. Only the right stuff survived that hell. Set me free, you know. open the way to a new dimension. So that I can become the emperor among detonation devotees.
You're nothing but a common criminal, and that's the only way people will ever remember you.
How dare you! I'm an artist! That is why I dislike boorish military types. It's time to start the party. This is how it works. I plant a bomb, and it'll explode soon after that. If you prefer to stay in one piece, you'll have to disable my bombs. Laugh and grow fat. Let's move!
Yeah. He's a bomb-setting fat guy. Also, it's actually a tricky boss fight. It's actually cool. Stamina killing. Very. It's still over really low. There we go. Look at that big stamina hit. Sipped over on my blood.
Look, your favorite. Explosives.
You love his voice. Barry Denman. Your fat ass. Hey, I'm roller skating.
What are you doing there? Hello?
Oh. Fly.
I'm calling a short, my man. Oh! Take this! Take this!
Problem is, of course, and because planting, you're gonna have your rations. Auto healing turned off. Essentially.
Take this!
Quick with the M9, you can get in the run. M9.
You asked for it! More bombs!
Animations are
What?
Oh, it's frozen again. Oh. Playing for that. Game that refuses to be screen.
It's time to get back the
Bombs.
Are you just gonna walk around? Try aiming for a change.
Boss fight to be over with before we hit him.
Look, your favorite. Explosives.
Get a bit frustrating. I do feel it affects.
Where do you think you're looking? Are you just gonna walk around?
Come on, get him. There we go. Yeah, you do do a little bit of okay.
20 seconds, and it goes boom. What are you doing there? Oh,
What are you doing this?
how about a little time off from bombs? Oh. Yeah.
How many darts do you need?
Die!
Come on, stop and taunt me. His skating skills. Be confident.
Take this! Die!
You do it. Can cartwheeling. Can cartwheeling. Timing strong. No, you can lay claymore.
You asked for it! More bombs!
Damn it!
One!
Ah. It's horrid.
Two! Three! Look! Your favorite! Explosives!
Always fun.
Are you just gonna walk around?
Come on.
No!
And of course, find that before.
My suit. Oh no. I've nothing to wear to the party.
The party's over for you.
That's what you think.
What do you mean? What did you just do? What is this?
I have beautiful hands. These delicate hands can craft works of art.
Answer me, what the hell is this?
It's the switch for the biggest bomb in the entire place.
Huh?
No use. Once it's activated, there's no stopping the count.
Where did you plant it? Where is it?
Somewhere in this area. Don't worry, it's very close by.
Where is it?
Go ahead, shoot me. I'm already dead.
Damn!
Think you can find it? When it goes off, it'll take the big show with it.
Tell me where I can find the bomb!
That's your problem. This is the highlight of the party. Bring it on, I say. They'll be happy too. I die here and start my legend. Too bad you won't be around to see the movies. Laugh and grow fat.
Shit, there's a big bomb somewhere. Oh my god, it's bad. Just got the sensor equipped. What do we do? We get the big boy. And there's...
Good work, Raiden. Looks like all the bombs are neutralized. One of their main leverages is now gone. That leaves...
Colonel, Fat Man didn't seem to know about the ransom demands.
Intentionally kept in the dark, I'd say. He seemed to be coming from a very different place from the other terrorists. Raiden, a lot of hostages, our president included, are still in danger. Keep your mind focused on protecting them.
What are my orders?
Rescue the president.
We have no idea where he is.
You haven't been in the Central Core yet. I suggest you start there.
Wait, I have another call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
How you doing, kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to stay alive?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
What about the bomb?
Diffused. And Fat Man, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell, too?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled H-Strut.
Whatever. What about the toxins?
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the Central Core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Well, what about the president and the other hostages?
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
It'd take more than a single trip.
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a chopper?
No, but I brought a gearhead with me. He's a good guy. I'll introduce you later.
Pliskin, I'm on the heliport right now, but I don't see their Harrier. It's out somewhere.
We better move now, then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the president is?
No, that one's all yours.
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
Okay, because the performance has been a little bit flaky, this is a good spot to list. Save. Restart.
Jack, is that you?
Could be my first boss.
Jack, I know you're probably doing fine, but don't get discouraged. Remember, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin is with you too. You'll be all right. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Don't give me that. Every time you say nothing, it's always something. What's wrong?
It's just that, you know, you seem to think pretty highly of him.
Well...
Yeah, Pliskin's the kind of guy you can really depend on, isn't he?
What?
What?
Yeah, Pliskin is one heck of a man, isn't he? He's so cool, so confident.
Yeah.
But he's nowhere near as cool as you. You'll always be my number one. Always.
But that's not what I meant.
You know, you're kind of cute sometimes. Bye, Jack.
Task manager open. Around the 75% mark. So when these freezes, when these happen, peaking CPU, which I can't upgrade. Oh Christ! I saved after I did this. See, it acknowledges that I've got his dog tag. That's what it's
Good.
for.
How you do?
Right, now it's all about the president. More cutscenes.
You passed with flying colors.
Identify yourself.
I'm like you. I have no name.
Are you Mr. X?
If you like. But come, let's get out of the open. Follow me.
Are you with Foxhound too?
Neither enemy nor friend. Just a messenger from the Lali Lulelo. This is safer, I think.
Safe from what?
Eavesdropping, of course.
All right. Why did you contact me?
I've been ordered to give you backup, including the relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom?
Don't ignore me.
Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current location of the president.
What?
Or rather, the person who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A Secret Service agent named Ames, currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the president's security detail, Ames, has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the president. If you're within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe. Do you have any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
The hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall in the Shell 1 core. You'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker. You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect and amplify it. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core. Take this. The security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
One of the terrorists?
The surveillance camera won't let you on the elevator without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the core and those on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the core section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
Biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here. I suggest you hurry. They have the nuke on their side.
The nuke? They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man with half a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
Why did they have to bring the football along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Dead Cell didn't have to bring a nuke along with them. It was right here to begin with. Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
A cover-up? But why? For what?
For Metal Gear that is housed here.
Metal Gear?
The very same. Bipedal nuke capable vehicle Shadow Moses Infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
What the hell is going on?
Better ask Ames the rest.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
What do I need a cell phone for? Colonel, who was that man just now?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've been completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Snap out of it, Raiden. I'll have the Metal Gear rumor looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
So you believe that, Ninja?
Since we have no leads on the President's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1 core.
Understood.
I'm having good luck with the this is what the enemy have. As I said, at this point, there's no problem. On the plus side, we've got a level 2 key card. As I've said to you previously, nearby neighbors strapped in.
Nothing here.
Lines one more time. Yeah, Fat Man. So apparently there's It's a fun fight. It's a fun character. Maybe an overkill character design. Didn't need to have a wine glass with a straw.
Freeze!
Nothing here.
Don't kill me.
There's somebody there.
Oh, that was lucky. Oh, the C4. Can't get there just yet. Wires. Flashing lights. Box right here. Oh, Jesus, that is the wrong
There's
button.
someone else here. Send backup ASAP.
Understood. I want an additional unit sent to Warehouse C on the first floor of Strut F. Finish off the intruder.
Okay, well,
Clear. Clear.
chance to show the clearing stuff, which I'm definitely meant to show.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Reinforcements are on their way to Strut F. Intensify the level of security.
Yeah, we don't have the PSG one. Spoiler alert. There's a sniper. Vents do come in handy.
Nothing here.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Coffee truck. Sort of partial sightings. Nobody spotted us just yet. Here's our AK.
Looks like you've got an AK. If you wear an enemy's field outfit and carry an AK, you can pass for one of them. Listen up, kid, and don't forget this. Only the guards in Shell 1's core are armed with AK rifles. The others are armed with the AN-94, the official rifle of the Russian army. If you hope to disguise yourself as the enemy, you don't want to be carrying an AK outside of Shell 1's core.
Okay, let's do a better demo. Actually, no, let's do it. We'll show it to you when we get to the call. Let's just pick up what goodies we can while we're here.
Freeze. There's somebody there.
Too slow. Oh, just fast enough.
Who is that?
Too slow.
It's the enemy. I need that.
What's going on? Respond. Communications with Strut F have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
Alright. Oh god, they're coming so fast.
Unable to find the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report.
That. Masters of Stealth here. Okay. We've knocked out practically everybody now. Get some free stuff. It's almost like a little puzzle. How did we get that dude? Publication with adult-oriented material. Full of girly photos, and interesting columns. Keep it classy, Kojima. Ah. Anyway, now that we've got that AK, we can get the hell out of here. We saw last time we came out here that there was a UAV flying in down Mountain Onyx.
Raiden, are you all right? Answer me. Raiden!
I was pressing up against the thing. I swear. Oh yes. There's something we can do with that. And then there's something we can do with this. Those little obstacles are out of the way. Now we can do this without dying. Oh no, there's more coming. Right, let's demo the AK. Okay. So let's take these out. There's no harm in taking them out. No, the chaff grenade might be better, more efficient. Faith in your grip gauge, Raiden. Can't believe I just walked into that hole. He's got snakes. Hey, nice. There you go, just learn something. Okay. AK. How'd you do for me? Looking the part?
Got a minute, Jack?
Rose?
I found some information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Great. Shoot.
I've located the grave site.
And the body?
Exhumed for DNA testing.
Well, do you have the results?
The right arm was missing, but there was no doubt that it was him. That body belongs to Solid Snake.
So the head of the terrorist group must be...
An imposter.
Right.
You sound disappointed.
I guess. I was kind of hoping to meet the legend in the flesh.
I get you. But it looks like he's not behind this incident.
Raiden, the president needs you, I think. Disguise yourself as enemy personnel and infiltrate the core section. Your priority is to contact Agent Ames.
That must be a mistranslation. The president needs you, I think. Hey boys. Just one of you. The higher res is did want to, we could actually go around, hold up, mount, dog tags, away. But since we have the uniform, why? Broken door here. If you go too close to them, you bump into them, then you will set off an alert. You have to figure out how to defeat this. Scan it.
I see an elevator over there. You'll be able to travel from floor to floor now. Push the action button in front of the panel you see next to the elevator. The elevator should arrive in a few minutes.
Definitely not.
That elevator is a cut above the usual. Do you see that strange-looking surveillance camera above the panel?
Yeah, it's not responding when I enter its field of vision. What is it?
The camera apparently goes online only when someone activates the panel. In other words, it's there to check on the person trying to use the elevator.
If you're not disguised as a terrorist, you'll be spotted as soon as you call the elevator.
Oh, this is the biometric. The fuck? I have the AK. Clear.
Clear. Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Sending reinforcements to the first floor of the Shell 1 core. Secure the front of the elevator.
Should just work. Work that time.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Yep, definitely those guys. Stupid stuff again. Oh, I want the next door. Circon bullets would probably be full first the game. Aside from uppity guns, you don't really need to do much. Oh, we're free to move around. Let's do some searching. Do some gathering. Hi, police nods. How you doing?
Time for a treat.
Parrot?
Good morning. Good morning.
screen. There's lots going on here.
Time for a treat. What's up? Hello?
Why is there a camera?
Hello?
You have the directional microphone. According to our information, Ames has a pacemaker. This should make his cardiac pattern fairly distinct. Use the directional microphone to locate it.
Time for a treat.
You do make it difficult radio. It's so difficult.
Hello?
It's
What's
your
up?
problem, buddy. Just don't want to bump into him. That's the main thing. Don't want to bump into him. You get immediately done. I don't know what's his story. What his story is. Yeah, we're coming to a film. Interesting how the cameras on each once you get past the first layer of security.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
You're on B1 of the Shell 1 core now. Ames is being held in the hall. To get in the hall, you'll have to get through a door protected by a retinal scanner security system. Raiden, get past the retinal scanner and infiltrate the hall.
No good to me, Tristan. No good.
Jack, is that you?
Gonna say in case we stuff this up.
Jack, how's the mission going?
Fine.
Fine? Is that it?
Look, I really don't feel like talking about the mission. At least with you. I want to talk about something else.
Okay then, let's talk about you.
Me?
Yeah, your least favorite subject.
That's not...
Oh yeah? Then go ahead and say something.
Like what?
Anything. Tell me something about yourself.
I can't think of anything interesting to say. Why do you want to talk about me so badly?
Because I'm curious.
But why?
Is it really that strange to want to know more about someone you love?
No, it's not strange, but...
You know, sometimes Oh look, now we're talking about me, not you. Why won't you tell me anything? About what you were like as a child? What kind of things you liked to do? What kind of people your parents were? I've never heard you talk about any of that. Why? Don't you think it's just a little bit unusual that I don't know anything about my own boyfriend's past?
Rose, when I get back, I'll tell you everything.
Is that a promise?
Yes, it's a promise.
Communication is important to any relationship. These two don't have it. They've got King Kong movies. They've got the mission. That's about it. So this is a tricky little situation. We need to grab a guard. Shove him up against the biometric scanner. A lot easier, of course. We just take out any potential distractions.
Freeze!
Don't kill me.
Hey, you tell him on your side, buddy? Look at my outfit. Got more magazines to destroy.
Freeze! It's the enemy. I need help.
Acknowledged. Unit hurry to B1 and the Shell 1 Corps. Defend the retinal scanner. Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. I'm sending additional men to B1 and the Shell 1 Corps. Heighten security.
It's the enemy. I need help.
Acknowledged. Unit hurry to B1 and the Shell 1 Corps. Defend the retinal scanner.
Don't mind me, I'm just here all asleep. Right. Where are you guys coming from? Okay.
Jack, is that you? See ya.
Yeah. Do not save. Reload. Just thought I'd put some action in your day. So the trick with these guards is that they're highly sensitive guards. I guess is what they put. If you hold them up from the front and then point your weapon at them, if you put your weapon down, then they're so in this case, we need to simply hold them up from the front. That's it. We don't need to hold them up from the front. We just do that. We're good.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
There's nothing earth-shattering in those lockers, as you saw.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only thing we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional microphone to locate him. Once you recognize Ames by his heartbeat, keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him. If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
What if it's the wrong person?
The guards may get suspicious and come running instead. Security could get tighter, too.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Don't call out to a hostage with the action button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a guard gets suspicious. If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and call in the reinforcements. You won't make it out of the room. The mission will be over if you're discovered. Don your disguise and look for Ames while deflecting the enemy's suspicion.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
We've got guards that check in very often. Directional marks of weapon.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the
Actually
Shell
found
1
names
core.
already.
You're Ames, aren't you?
Those two, lucky us.
You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see. Take this thing off me, will you? I'm Richard Ames.
Secret Service?
No, I was set in by the Lali Lule Lo, just like you.
What?
You're here to find out where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
Nanocommunications?
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety. Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
The first floor. The core of Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages?
Hmm?
A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data?
The president's own vital signs, heartbeat, brainwave pattern, blood pressure, and so on, are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers. The password entry itself cannot be performed unless brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and other forms of coercion impractical. In other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will. As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything? The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Wait. Here comes Snake.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
We actually control this.
King, Fat Man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
Why did he betray us?
Who knows? They're a band of lunatics. You should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case. We can't discount the possibility. especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes. The man in the sneaking suit.
You know more about those suits than I do.
Oh, so it must be the Patriots. What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the connecting pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
The President.
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
The usual method, I assume?
No. The drugs took care of everything.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Who is that cyborg ninja, Shalashaska?
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
Into.
Olga, don't cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Where it isn't due, when you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, by the way.
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you wish, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go. It's happening again?
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge!
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman. There's something going on. More frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands. I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are two of them.
Two of them?
And that's impossible. Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the President willingly.
That's right.
So this means the President is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke? But it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Textbook answer. Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan, pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline. Search my pocket. Hurry! It's a security card. You'll be able to unlock doors of up to level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2. Take care of the President before they launch the nuke. He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the President was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You.
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali-Lulelo.
Is that so? What the?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot. You...
You? Which team are you with? Show me your face. You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself. We meet at last. Is alive.
Hurry, get away.
But you died.
Leave this to me.
Colonel, Ames is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the President is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either. I'm pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the President right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for a nuclear strike. Get to the President as soon as possible.
But the President is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the President. There's something else going on here, and the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the president for now.
All right.
So things get very hairy. Wearing that suit. Too close to the button.
Freeze!
Encountered the enemy requesting.
Understood. I want additional units sent to the first floor of the show. Don't allow the enemy to escape.
Very clever how he's singing the book. Anyway, we just need Adam. All right, game. Oh.
Raiden, what's wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
Hey, Jesse AJ10, how you going? Strut 2. Big shot.
Nothing here.
Anyway, before they're doing better now. We just found out where the president is. He's being held hostage by terrorists. We're just trying to get to him. Get to one of the best scenes in the game. Plenty of alerts, unfortunately. Show one call is one of the toughest parts of the game.
Is there somebody there?
Raiden, can you hear me?
Pliskin, where have you been?
Checking around. I'm in Strut H right now. How's the situation over there?
We have a lead on the President's location.
Where is he?
Shell 2 core, the first floor.
I'm cut off from the core where I am. It's a mess here.
All right, I'm on my way to Shell 2 right now.
There are IR sensors in place on the connecting bridge between Shells 1 and 2. If you break the beams, the Semtex will go off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about that.
Target the control units and destroy them. Make sure you don't shoot the Semtex.
What do the control units look like?
Take a look with your binoculars.
You know this from the ship. The tanker. Come on. This is the bomb.
That's the Semtex. And that must be the control unit.
I just remembered. We can't do this whole section yet. We need to go back to the weapons strut. Back to the warehouse. It's a rule of thumb in this game. As soon as you get a new key card, you go to strut F. Put your key in.
There's somebody there.
Yeah. Way. That's why to avoid everybody who wants to look at us is to keep running. Robots, cars with binoculars. Just keep on running.
Who's there?
Nothing here.
Stealth master.
Freeze!
That sweet sniper rifle action. Oh, it's a grand launcher. Never mind. Yes, now we're talking.
Use your PSG-1 to take out the IR sensors control units. Head to the connecting bridge between Shells 1 and 2.
Oh. Yeah, that'd be the one, right? Need a phone call to tell us that.
Why are you late with your status report?
Because he's unconscious.
What's going on? Respond! Communications with Strut F have ceased.
No, they haven't. By walking out the door, I've resumed communication. Cancel alerts. Raiden has walked. This feel like a little necessary backtracking. That, I had that too. No. Get across the bridge. I didn't say yet. Got bugs everywhere. Gone far enough that the rations have reached.
Nothing here.
All right. Real well. Oh, that first unit's still even better. Let's use the pistol for a couple just to make our lives easier. You don't have to shoot the screen. You can just shoot the top of it, essentially. UAV to take care of too. Let's get a bit steadier. There is one on top of that UAV. That is cheeky. Oh dear too. Do we have any Plasma? I think so. We do. Oh, we got 10. Never mind. And we hit the UAV.
Raiden, what's going on? Raiden! Raiden!
Probably should say more. This is the toughest one here. Like you did these with the so-called worries. The flag is actually bulletproof. Come on. The flag is just refusing. Now, which one's selected?
Raiden, you haven't destroyed all the control units yet. Use the first-person view or the sniper scope to look around.
There's drugs. Stay in hands. Oh, this is right. Okay. It's just you, buddy. There we go. Ah, of course. There's a cheeky one right behind us. Beautiful sound. Shut me
Raiden, I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell 1 now. What about that Harrier?
It's not on the heliport here.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
Can you cover the hostages? They're being held on level B1 in the core. Pliskin, you didn't happen to find any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
There's a few short of 30. One dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other Kasatka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground. We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you fly a Kasatka?
I have a pilot who's flown the civilian model, the KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Raiden, let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
Otacon?
Hey, Raiden. Nice to meet you.
Intruders! Over here!
Damn! Raiden, I'll talk to you later.
Colonel, I need some answers from you. Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to Shadow Moses. And now this Otacon.
AKA Hal Emmerich, PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Rose?
Snake and Otacon both became fugitives after Shadow Moses, wanted for acts of terrorism.
An anti-Metal Gear organization.
They sabotaged and destroyed countless Metal Gear units throughout the world.
And were responsible for the incident 2 years ago that necessitated the construction of the Big Shell.
Snake and his partner aren't terrorists.
Jack, why are you defending them?
I look back on what I've done here so far, and things like training and sense of duty alone won't get you through a sneaking mission like this.
Jack, are you okay?
You need something higher. I can't think of the right word, but it has to be pure will, backed up by courage, or ideals, or something like that. I'd stake my life on it. The solid Snake that saved Shadow Moses couldn't turn into a terrorist.
Maybe that's true, but they went down with that tanker 2 years ago. We even recovered Snake's body.
And the DNA test results on the body say it's him.
Jack, I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead. He can't be here, not even as this Dr. Hal Emmerich.
But that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
I've been waiting for you. A messenger from the Patriots. Where do I know him from?
So you're the boss around here?
No, not just around here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself. Solid Snake. No, that is not Solid Snake. What a pleasant surprise, brother.
Save it. No brother of mine.
Don't say you've forgotten me, Snake.
Snake?
Right, take cover.
Stop impersonating him.
Brother, I'm a whole different game from Liquid. drown you fools for interfering!
Right. This is the Stinger missile launcher. The Kasaka can't stand up to the Harrier. You have to shoot the Harrier down.
Snake, we got company.
I'm counting on you.
Oh, this game is
Use this!
Although, Snake could be a better ally. He partially love a game where you carefully disarm Semtex and then cutscene multiple people. It's very similar to the Iron, where lock on, essentially trying to avoid attacks. But what he decides to do is fly overhead. Can't hit. Can be frustrating. Oh, floor, let's go. Solidus' voice actor is awesome. Hey, Snake. Really sounds really sounds. You have Snake as
Right, I'll take care of it.
he's up to his cells. Now when he gets it. Oh Jesus.
You're tougher than I thought.
Take it off, bro. Take it off.
I'll let you go out in style.
Oh. What's that? You can shoot the Kasaka if you want to. What the? Shot us with another missile.
I'll shred you to pieces!
Out of weapon mode, please, run.
I'll take care of
it. Styles away.
Is that the best you can do? What the?
Get his health. Come on, save. Don't want to kill Snake.
I'll let you go out in style!
Hey. They got shit on us.
Try dodging this!
Really?
I'll take care of it.
Wait, don't take care of it. Get 3 hits. Probably a bit easier to handle than the heavy ones.
There's something coming up.
That's Metal Gear! It's already active!
They got my eye! Fab! Go! Ha!
With a bone.
Hey, what's that? It's running on water. Raiden, you all right?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely managed, but we're all right.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh.
The president's all yours.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are you the Snake? They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it, 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world.
What responsibility?
To keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change, and that's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
Nah, I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that, and I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember?
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Good idea.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake, that has no bearing on your mission.
Colonel, you and Snake used to be on the same side. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?
Very fired up. Well, haven't rescued the prisoner. It's actually a good place to stop. Joining me. Saved our data already with Rose. Next time, on Sunday, we'll see if we're